Hey everybody, Western Land Bourbon Society, we're back again, WABS. I'm Kevin, this is
Keith.
Leslie.
John,
Say your name.
and at the end here,
How much you been drinking?
Gary, there you go.
Not enough.
Alright, so today we have a sample. You see there's no bottle sitting up here. This is a sample, again, sent to us by one of our patrons, one of the people that watch our posts. I want to shout out Aviance. I asked her if I could put her name out there. Aviance Wells. She is part of Bourbon Society down in Texas. Sorry if I messed it up. But yeah, I think she's in Texas. But she's from California. She's also from New Orleans. So she curates bottles, and she actually does barrel picks. She's doing a couple with Wild Turkey, I think, this year. I'm trying to do it. I want to hop on that with her one time, But she's been watching us. We've been corresponding back and forth, sending samples to each other, and she sent us a bunch of new Riff samples, and this is one of them. So it's a new Riff single barrel. So new Riff, if you know anything about that, it's OKI was the original brand they came out with, which is the MGP juice that they sourced while their stuff was distilling and aging. Now they've aged it up to 4 years now, so now they're releasing it as 4-year-old bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It is a genuinely high rye, full-bodied whiskey, offering a savory and spicy character, per they say, bottled at barrel proof without filtration. It's 65% corn, 30% rye, and 5% malted barley. One of the things about New Riff is it's made with the full sour mash Kentucky regimen. And they all carry the age statement of 4 years. So that's a little information about the bottles. If you look it up, they go for about anywhere from $49 at Total Wine up to about $69, $70 elsewhere, depending on where you can get it. I'm sure Total Wine gets it a lot cheaper because they buy it in a lot bigger bulk. So they get a little cheaper deal on it in some places. But for a 4-year bourbon, we're looking at a price tag of between $50 and $70. So we'll go into the nose real quick of this. Now I have to say the nose is very flavorful, but it is very but it's very young. You can smell the green.
It is young. You can also smell that high rye content.
You can smell the high rye.
That rye deliciousness is definitely popping through there.
What do y'all smell?
I get a lot of caramel.
Yeah, caramel.
Caramel.
I'd say like a butterscotch, caramel, even like a almond kind of smell.
I get the almond and I get the spice too. So I get almond and like cherry spice or like cinnamon spice.
The rye side.
Maybe a little marzipan.
This guy. so almonds and cinnamon.
The almonds are really. The almonds do pop.
Yeah.
Definitely marzipan.
But a lot of hot alcohol, and for this to be a 2-ounce sampler, I'm sure when you pop the bottle, the alcohol content kind of burn your nose. This burn, like you get a full burn in your nose, just from a 2-ounce sample. It's been sitting for a while now, so sorry about that. I'll be honest. I said I was going to review this. We apologize. It took us so long.
We're trying to
It just took us forever for all of us to get together.
So let's go on and taste.
Let's taste.
That's not bad.
It's not.
That's not bad at
It's a
all.
lot smoother than I expected.
Definitely.
What's the proofing?
It's barrel proof, so
That's good.
I'm guessing like 100 and something. I don't have the information on this exact
Still
bottle.
taste it.
So I don't have the bottle, so I don't have the exact information. I can ask Aviance Wells, or she can put a tag at the bottom if she wants to post her bottle with the actual proof on it. You have the proof in there?
That's pretty damn good.
55% proof, so it's 110. Yep, so 110. So 110 proof.
Pretty
So
smooth.
this is the one
Yeah.
we pulled. I don't know if it might be a little too
But I don't know if that's your bottle, Aviance. Again, it's a single barrel, so each barrel could be different, bottled differently.
Excuse me, guys.
Go on in there.
Let's see here.
So that's what the bottle looks like, guys. It's the new Riff.
This is the one we
single
looked
barrel.
up. Hopefully we got the right one. You just let us know, follow up with us,
Yeah.
Avian, and let us know if we got the right one. If not, then we'll definitely update in the notes. As we continue forward, how do you feel?
So I'll preface this with the fact that I don't like the burn on the back end. I have hiatal hernia. I don't like any kind of burn in when I swallow. That's why I rated the Old Fine whiskey so high and other whiskey so high, because I don't like burn. It's full mouthfeel, really good. Cinnamon spice on the sides of my tongue makes your mouth water a little bit, which is good. But when I swallowed, I got a Kentucky hug right here, and it was a pretty big Kentucky hug here. But I think that goes with the fact that it's a 4-year bourbon. I think if this sat 10, 12 years, this stuff would be phenomenal, and it wouldn't have that Kentucky hug or that burn. But at 4 years, it's going to have a burn. That's just part of it. Same thing with Willet. Willet makes great bourbons, but their young products have burn. They fight with you.
I don't mind it so much.
Yeah. See,
I
other
love-
people don't.
Yeah, I love the burn. I gotta
Guys
have
looking
it.
at your color.
Yeah,
See, this man loves that.
I
So
love the burn. I gotta have it. Yeah,
So how do you feel about it, like tastings and everything?
this is a good one. I haven't had anything this good in a while. To keep it real with you, I mean it's pretty damn good. Like I still taste it. Even after sticking it down, I still taste it. It's still there. Like the caramel, honey, all that stuff. I taste it still. It's still there. So.
Definitely.
I love the nose on it. It smells like the old Henry
And it kind
McKenna
of
stuff.
makes you thirsty a little bit too. Like you still want to keep drinking it. So
Definitely.
I would agree. It's a good taste. I think me, John, Keith, we have that palate that we like that high rye. We like a little Kentucky hug and actually taste everything and have that little flavorful that matches especially the smell palette. As Keith mentioned, I actually wouldn't mind having more of this one. This was actually not bad to me to be so young, to have that much flavor and to have that Kentucky hug, and I felt it kind of actually matched the palate that it was delivering a smell.
Well, on my end, one, I think this is a pretty smooth drinker at 110 proof. The burn to me wasn't really there. It wasn't too prominent. It's like, yes, there's a little bit of a Kentucky hug, but you don't get that, what I would call a true burn.
Not the true one.
This makes me want to smoke a cigar,
So it's good.
Yes.
and that's a good thing. I love bourbons with high rye expressions, and this one has all that rye deliciousness in it. The nose told me that it would, and the taste actually took it straight home. It's full of rye, it's delicious, it's spicy, and it paired great with pretty much any cigar that you threw it.
Not to cut you off, but kind of just to throw.
Piggyback
John
off of
is
it.
pretty much to piggyback off of it. John knows a lot about cigars, so kind of if you were to go out there and look for a cigar to pair with this, is there anything particular you would like to pair with this on your palate?
Excellent question.
That is a beautiful question. I would like something that has a little bit of sweet to counterbalance the spice, but you could also pair something really spicy with it, because although it does give you a little bit of a Kentucky hug, it's not very overwhelming. So whether that's something like a Cornelius and Anthony Mistress, whether it's something like one of the Run That from Trilogy, shameless plug, something that's going to give you a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweetness is going to balance with this perfectly.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, I enjoyed the fact that it smelled as great as it tastes. It was very consistent. Like, it smelled great, and it tastes just like I imagined it would. Like, yes, it had a little bit of burn to it, which I didn't mind. Like, I don't mind it having burn as long as it rewards me with great taste and flavor. So it definitely had that going for it.
All right. So as always, we'll say bottle, bar, and bust. Which buy a bottle, try it at the bar first, or bust, and then we'll give it a score. We have our normal scoring thing, so we'll start with. I'm gonna go last, so I'm gonna let. We'll start down there.
Go first. Like, I'd probably go for a bottle of this. Like, I wouldn't mind having this as a private stock for sure, and I would give this I would give it a 95. It's excellent.
Woo!
yeah, that's good.
Bing! That's hitting the bell up there.
That's pretty aggressive. I would definitely buy a bottle. The price point at this is something that some people may have a problem with because it is a 4-year-old bourbon. But what I'll let you know is that there are 4-year-old bourbons on the market that people are selling for a whole lot more that don't taste as good. That being said, getting that out the way because price is always subjective. I'm not gonna go quite as high as Gary, but for a 4-year single barrel expression, I'd give this a solid 90 all day. I liked it. I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Get out of my mind. I'm piggybacking off of John because I was gonna go like a 90-91. It's something that is a bottle I would go buy. It is a young bourbon. I don't think the price for the flavor and the enjoyment I had with it was really that too far off on the price range for it. Definitely would be going to Total Wine to get it for the 50.
Yeah, right.
50-50.
Yeah, nifty 50. But I actually would have this on my shelf. I think it was actually a decent one. How do you feel, Keith?
93, 95.
There you go. So I guess we're
yeah.
definitely getting it.
Bing, bing, bing. At least 2 down here, 95.
93, 95, and like John said earlier, it would complement a cigar. Like, it'll be dope.
I would
It'll
agree
be
too.
good. So, yeah, I would definitely have this with a smoke, for sure. 93, 95 over here all day.
So
Yeah, I think.
if there's no review after this one,
Oh, there is.
you know who to blame because right now I want to smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
That's what I want to smoke.
So,
By the way, points out that we could do another one if we get another sample to match it with the cigar.
I'll be honest.
Let's sample some more of her stuff and then do a cigar.
Yeah.
There you
So,
go.
so I'll round it out. So I love the smell. The smell is fantastic. It's got floral notes and all kinds of weird notes that ping out. The taste is great. I do love the taste. I agree with everything they're saying. It does have a nice mouthfeel to it. I know it's young by the smell of the alcohol. So me being a guy who likes older bourbons and stuff that's old dusties, the newness of it kind of is what killed it for me. And the Kentucky Hug. The Kentucky Hug, is not my fave, as everybody knows. But I do think if this was to sit in the barrel for 5 or 10 more years, I would pay any amount of money for it. I really think it would be like something phenomenal. I would love if New Riff would, do some reserve stuff, set some stuff aside, this 4-year stuff, and let it keep aging. And get me some older stuff, kind of like Old Forester does. They come up with a 12-year birthday bourbon. I don't love all the Old Forester new stuff, but I do love the Old Forester birthday bourbon that hit 12 years. As I say to everybody, I always say 12 years is where bourbon does something crazy. So I would love to see what this does at 12 years. I would definitely buy a bottle. I'd buy another bottle to drink. It wouldn't hurt me to do so, but I'd rather buy it at $49.99. I think at the 70 price range, I'd probably go for Booker's or something else at that point because I'm starting to get a little too high. But if it was a 12-year or older reserve cask of this, I would pay astronomical prices to get my hands on it. Right?
I will say that this 4-year bottle of bourbon tastes better than a very expensive bourbon that I had pretty recently. But I will not call that name.
Yes.
It will cost a lot more.
Yes.
This is a very good bottle of bourbon at 4 years. Price is price. It is what it is. It's different for everybody.
Right. And just because of the 4 years and the price, I'd give it an 87. But that's not on the merits of the bourbon. That's on the merits of it's 4 years and it's probably $60, and that's that's the only reason I would give it that. Otherwise, I'd love it to death. And I would love to see, I think this, at 12 years, it's going to be something fantastic. It's going to be something we're hands down going to be like, that's the bee's knees. You know what I'm saying? It just has to get there. It has to sit
bee's
longer.
knees.
Yeah, you like that, the bee's knees?
Throwback Thursday.
Right, so 95,
90.
90, 91,
93, 95. I'm gonna say
93, 95,
So
80.
94.
And,
94. Yeah, 94.
and I'm the guy knocking it down 87, you know what I'm saying? But, Yeah, so I guess the mean would be about a 90, which is fantastic for a 4-year bourbon.
That's
It's not
still
a
honor roll,
4-year bourbon out
sweetie.
here.
That's honor roll, sweetie.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Right,
it's
there's-
good.
Right, there's not a 4-year bourbon out there.
That's principles
Right.
right there. Yeah.
There's not a
Yes,
4-year
for
bourbon
sure.
out there that gets a 90. It doesn't happen. So hats off to New Riff. And thank you again, Aviance Wells, for sending us
Thank
this.
you.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
Aviance.
that.
Thank
Yes.
Now I do want to let y'all know that we will be having for all the patrons and people that watch in June 22nd. This is new to some of y'all, but I've already told him about this because he's one of the moderators. We schedule stuff, but we're gonna do a bourbon, rye, and whiskey meetup where everybody's gonna bring bottles. They're gonna fly from all over the United States. We got some people coming in from Maryland, some people coming in from California, some people from Texas. Aviance, you're coming in, and Rhonda, shout out to her. She's gonna come in, and we're gonna do a big thing here where we have a bunch of bourbon, do a bunch of bourbon tasting. We're gonna have somebody video it. Which I was going to ask y'all if y'all know anybody or if you can find somebody that can video, or you can video it actually because they're photographers. Video live all the stuff that we're going to do. It's going to be fantastic. So June 22nd, mark your calendar. Come to Atlanta. Come to Hot Atlanta. We got rooms. We got everything taken care of for you. Just call me or inbox me here and let me know you want to come. And we're going to have a bourbon extravaganza. We're going to try good stuff, great stuff, new stuff, old stuff, crazy stuff that's never been tried before. It's all going down. So.
Also, it is cancer season, and it is in conjunction with my birthday, which is on the 23rd of June. So,
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be his birthday party too. So we're gonna have to, we're gonna be giving him birthday shots of old granddad National Distillers. I don't know. That's all I know.
So come meet the world famous Gary Jordan.
Come meet the world famous Gary Jordan. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for watching and drink more bourbon. Cheers.
Drink more bourbon.
Cheers.